Hello everybody, let's continue on modern JavaScript. In this session, let's take a look at function binding. So let's take a look at this example first. We have this object. Inside we have a property first name and function c_hi. Inside of the c_hi we are calling this dot first name. So this is supposed to be the context of this user object. So let's take a look here. We are calling set timeout and we pass the user.c_hi here. So after we call this part inside this set timeout, and the context of the user will be lost. So at the moment we call this c_hi function, this will be undefined. So this line of code is similar like we are calling here. So we give this method to this variable, then we call this variable. Of course, this variable won't hold the context of this user object. So the solution, we have a few. Let's take a look at this one. One, we have this object, and we can call set timeout and put a function parameter here. And inside this function, we directly call user.c_hi. Because we are directly calling this method through user dot, so the context of this will still be the user object. That will fix the problem. We also can use an arrow function for the first parameter. The second solution, we can use a binding technique. Here, the function bind, we can use function.bind and put the context and return a bound function. So for this example, we have this user here, and then we have this function. This function we call this dot first name. This function doesn't have to be inside this object, so we can create a bound function like this: func.bound bind this user object. It will return the bound function. When we call it, it will call the user object as the context inside this function. And let's take a look at this example. We have this user object and we are having a parameter for this function. We can bind this user like this, then we can put this parameter through this bound function. For object method, it works the same. So for this c_hi method, we can user.c_hi.bind the user object. It return a bound function for us. Then we can directly call that function like this. Because this function variable is holding, is bound with this user object, so that this will be the user object. And for this one, we can directly call that function parameter like this. It will give us the expected value. For this example, we have this user object, and we use this line to bind the user object with C. We can pass the different parameters, then we can achieve the different result. And for convenience, sometimes you want to apply the bind for all the functions inside that user object. That's all for this session. Thanks for watching. See you next time.